Alright, so welcome back to Trails of Cold Steel 2. Let's talk to Emily and Nicholas. Oh, now here are some familiar faces. Lisa, is that really you? Emily, I'm so glad you're safe. I'm glad we finally found you two. Long time no see, Reen. What are you guys doing here? Well, we exchange information. You guys have certainly been busy. You're behind that ash-colored knight everyone keeps talking about? Figures, Class 7's always been pulling off crazy stuff like that thingy. We're not that bad. You've been setting up those transmission relay devices, right? Yeah, we've been using them to gather intel. I have to say, though, getting by with the bare minimum of ingredients while doing it has been a struggle. So he says, but we've been having fine dining pretty much every day thanks to his amazing cooking skills. I'm practically eating better than when I was cooking for myself at Thor's. You flatter me. Oh right, we met Theresia back in Bereahard. She was really worried about you. So she managed to get home safely then. Phew. I'll have to pay her a visit soon. If you need help with that, we'd be glad to make it happen. How about it? Want to come on board? As much as I'd love to give you guys an instant yes, I can't. I'm sorry. We've still got some business to take care of first. Well, you kind of caught us while we were getting ready to set up some relay devices around here. This is the last place on our list actually, so we shouldn't be long. Would you mind waiting until we're done? Oh, I see. Helping them out with this might make life easier for us all. We might as well help out since we're already here, right? Not to mention things will go quicker if we divide up the work. Are you sure? Thanks, that'd honestly be a huge help. Here you go, Reen. This is your batch. Oh, they're much smaller than I thought they'd be. Well, yeah, they're designed to be attached to orbit lights. We have George to thank for these little handy guys. His handiwork's as impressive as ever. That makes sense, the way the lights can serve as each device's power source. George is always knocking it out of the park. We'll leave you in charge of setting up the lights around this area. Try to set them a roughly equal distance apart. We'll set up our batch on the road that runs parallel to the Transcontinental Railroad. Then we'll meet you back here once we're done, okay? Understood. Let's get to it then. We should remain wary that we don't get caught off guard by monsters while setting these up too. Okay. Take a look at our map. So we have 1, 2, 3, and I'm guessing those are on the other by road.
Let us ride on. I've got this.
It should all run away because we're too strong. Guess we'll start with this one. Here we go. First one down. What? Why does our bike keep disappearing? Let us ride on.
I've got this.
I think this is where we met Fee and Elliot. Two down. We're making good progress.
Let us ride on. I've got this.
We'll just follow the road. I think they're all along the road anyway. I'm starting to get an itch to play Trails in the Sky as well, though. I don't know. Something about these games, they're not all in your face suspense and look at all this drama that's happening and stuff, but I don't know, there is a lot of stuff happening in the background, but I feel like there's a lot of these moments where it's just kind of things are kind of normal for a bit. Halfway done now. Oh wait, did we miss one in the previous area? Oh my god. I think we did. I'm pretty sure we did.
Let us ride on. Right.
I am such a fool. I rode by it because I was distracting myself. Although in retrospect, you know what? We'll just get it on our way back because I'm assuming we'll have to go back to them and tell them we finished our job anyway, so. 4 down, 2 to go.
Let us ride on. I've got this.
Now we just need to place the last one.
Let us ride on. Right.
The one I rode right by without even noticing. Because these maps feel so much bigger when you have to actually run across them instead of using the bike. Like the bike just makes them feel really, really small. I think the bikes are faster than horses too. Or maybe it just feels that way. It's probably the same speed. There we go. All done. I'm headed back to the meeting place.
Let us ride on. I've got this.
So that actually worked out alright. Alright guys, we're finished. Hey, welcome back guys. I guess if you're here, you're all done? Indeed, and the same goes for you. Yeah, did you run into any trouble? Fortunately, no, we got all 6 set up without a hitch. Changing orbits lights is a pretty common job for a bracer. I could probably do it in my sleep. Now the question is whether we set them up correctly or not. No need to worry about that, actually. We've already run a transmission test and everything checked out. We're good to go. Does that mean you're ready to board the Courageous then? Count us in. The things will be a cinch now that we've got the Blazing Maiden on board. You've got. I'll be sure to pull my weight so you can get around to picking up Teresia and Ferris too. Thank you, Emily. I can't deny that making food on the Courageous has me pretty excited. I'll make sure that everyone on board gets the best meals I can provide. Thanks for joining us, Emily, Nicholas. Alright, so that's 2 more. So that's 3 classmates we've had join us. So now I think we're going to head back to the Courageous. And then we're going to go to Legrom, I think. Oh, we should probably buy some items though. Let's... Because we kind of used some up accidentally. Yeah, we need a bunch of these. Okay. Okay. What? I guess. So she wants superb lunches. Or superb dishes. We've made a lot of superb stuff, I guess. Okay. Try Sarah.
I've got this. See?
Hmm. What about
I
Elliot?
hope this turns out okay. Oh, this looks...
Nah. We've made all those. We made all those. Still missing a few here. Let's try Lisa.
All right, let's get started.
Hopefully she'll get the crappy one.
Huh? Thank goodness.
No, she made it good. What is wrong with you?
I hope this turns out okay. Oh, this looks...
Nah, they're actually doing a good job, unfortunately.
All right, I'll give it a try.
I can make one more.
I
but
could certainly use the practice.
we didn't find out who can make the perfect one.
I'm
Oh,
proud
she
of
can.
this one.
There we go. We got her. We don't have materials to make anything else, so whatever. Well, we can give that to... Okay, never mind. Disregard. Alright, let's head back to the bridge. And we'll head over to Legrom now.
Where do you want to go?
So we'll leave Nord for the end.
Full speed ahead!
Oh, we're gonna need Fee in our party, apparently. So I gotta adjust my party. Let's get rid of Elliot and put in Fee for now. For now. Okay, let's go to the store. So we have to buy some books. Or maybe I went to the wrong place. I don't know, this is probably the store. Here we go. Here we go. We need to buy that. And we need to buy that. Beautiful. Now we've got to go to the chapel to see if we can recruit some friends, I think. This is the one I think we need Fee to recruit. Oh, you're back. Vivi, have you been here all this time? I had no idea. Why the long face, though? Well, Linda and I got separated while we were escaping Thors. I haven't heard so much as a word from her or about her since. I'm so sorry, I didn't know. I prayed for her to be okay more times than I can count. I even started watering the plants here for extra Adios Brownies points. And they're still not doing very well. I'm useless both as a gardening club member and as a human being, but I guess it's always been like this. I'm only ever able to do anything because I've got Lind, and now that I don't... This isn't you. Dee? You're the kind of person who loves causing trouble and pulling pranks on everyone. Like Edel, me, Lind, even Reen sometimes. You skip classes and even your club meetings, pretend to be Lind to embarrass her and anyone who gets involved. But in the end, you always leave everyone with a smile on their face. Works with the flowers too. They always look so happy whenever you take care of them. So sitting here alone praying for someone to solve your problems for you isn't you. Nobody should be able to stop the Vivi I know from running out and finding Lind herself. V's right. And as it so happens, we're flying the Courageous all over Arabonia now. I can't guarantee you'll find her, but if you come with us, there's a chance you'll hear something about where she might be. What do you say? Are you willing to lend us a hand? You guys... Of course I will. I don't know what's gotten into me lately, but if anyone should go out there and hunt her down, it's gotta be me. Sisters need to look out for each other, right? Bingo. Welcome to the team, Vivi. Thanks. You're awfully lucky it's not every day Arbonia's loveliest lady joins a ragtag band of adventurers like you. Well then, another student recruited. Then we have one that we have to get at the training hall. Oh, hey guys. Casper, it's great to see you again. How you been? Doing alright here? So far, so good. I'd like to think I'm making myself useful here in the training hall, doing whatever I can. Not that that's much, though. I'm basically just taking care of weapon maintenance and importing more when necessary. Sounds useful to me. Allow me to thank you on behalf of everyone here. There's little more helpful than a properly maintained blade. Speaking of helping out, actually. Looking for fellow Thor students to fight with them aboard the Courageous. Me? On the Courageous? Well, I'd love to help, especially if Monica's already on board, but... Hey, quick question. Could you use the Courageous to fly over to the west? I mean, theoretically, sure, we could use it to fly anywhere. That's not part of the area we're responsible for, though. We were told to focus all our efforts on the east side of Erebonia. Honestly, the west is a little too dangerous for us to visit either way. Even if we could go there, there's very real risk we could get caught up in something and shot down. Not my idea of a good time. Yeah, that makes sense. I just figured I might be able to go and see how my family was doing over there, and that's all. I forgot you came from a town near the shore over there. I can hardly blame you for being worried. Yeah, well, whatever. I'm sorry, but I'm staying here in Legram for now. I'm hoping I'll get the chance to head there and check on them myself. Alright, that makes sense. I wonder if we can find out for ourselves whether they're safe or not. I haven't read the latest Imperial Chronicle yet. It seems like a long shot, but maybe there's something in there. It's worth a look at least. Oh, we have to actually read those items? Wait. Oh, come on, there's gotta be something in here that can tell us how Casper's family's doing. Ah, right there, this part. What brings you back here? Casper, hear me out. I know you're worried about things back home, but I think chances are good that your family's just fine. Seriously? What makes you think that? Check out the 6th and 7th pages. The Chronicle. I haven't read one of these in a while. I've been too busy worrying, actually. Reports, blah, 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 blah. Civilian casualties are currently thought to be minor. No way, it's actually talking about the coast. And this is where you're from, right? It says that while the battle started near the coast, most of it took place farther inland. That's kept civilian casualties to a minimum. If we assume that this is honest reporting, I'd say it's unlikely that your home or your family were harmed. Wouldn't you agree? Sounds like that area's dodged a bullet. There's always going to be a little bit of doubt until you see them again, but it should be safe to assume they're okay. Oh man, thank goodness. I can't thank you guys enough for bringing this to me. I've been worried sick about everyone for so long now that this is a massive weight off my shoulders. I can see the relief in your face. But at least now I don't feel quite as much of a need to get over to the west to check up on everyone. So, you got me. I'll join you guys on the Courageous and help out however I can. Welcome aboard. Let's fight for our families together. You bet. Alright, so we got Casper and Vivi. Let's head over to the Bracer Guild now. I wonder if we could just teleport there. Yeah, here we go. Hey there, Miles. You're looking sharp. Why, hello, Sarah. I was truly blown away by how much you fought those enforcers near Berehard. How well you fought. Your skills as a bracer are as fantastic as ever, I see. Don't give me that knowing smile like you were right there. Also, former bracer, thank you very much. So, you know all about what we've been up to since we left? But of course, we're traveling around with the Courageous gathering information at the moment, I believe. As a member of the guild, I'll be happy to do what I can to help, so don't you hesitate to call on me. Thanks. Well, seeing as he was kind enough to offer, anything you want to ask, Reen? I guess, have you heard anything interesting lately? Interesting? Well, how about this? As I'm sure you can imagine, the Noble Alliance have wrestled control of all the country's major towns and cities, but lately there has been a number of people who've started forming small resistance groups and opposing them. Resistance groups? You don't mean... Supposedly they've been standing up to the army's tyranny and supporting those who are being oppressed. And while this is just my instincts talking, I can't help but wonder whether they might be people you know. That definitely could be. You wouldn't happen to know where any of these people were, would you? Well, considering they've gone this long without being caught, I'd say they're moving from place to place. Your best chance of running into them might be to explore relatively quiet highways. That makes sense. Thank you, Miles. Let's file that nugget away for the back of our minds. Or at the back of our minds. Alright. So what do we have to do in Legrom anyway? At the inn. Okay. Well, let's check our log here, because we should have it all in here as well. Quests. So we've done the without leave, which was the from General Craig. So this is the one. So Patry's in trouble. Those damn noble soldiers, damn it. Okay. So we're doing the optional quests first, getting those out of the way, and then we'll do the required ones. Because those ones usually are the ones with more story, like push the main plot ahead. Not that the other ones don't have story in them, they just Patry. Your cargo, right? Machias's friend? I know you put in a request for help, but what are you doing all the way out here in Legrom? Did something happen? What do you think happened? A bunch of noble soldiers came busting into the Ost district and got us real salty, and so we gave them some of the old babang, kapow, but then they got mad at us and turned the tables. They wouldn't give up either. But then, Patry, damn it! If I parse that correctly, it sounds like he really needs our help with something, and I guess Patry's in trouble? That's about all I got too. We should try to get him to calm down a little so he can explain things before it's too late. Maybe bringing in Machias with us would help. I mean, they are friends, sort of. Yeah, sounds like a plan. Let's go back to Courageous and get him. Frickin' Machias. Oh, there he is. We didn't even have to actually get him. Those damn soldiers getting all big for their boots thinking they're so tough. They deserve the kapow we gave them. I didn't think they'd be so stubborn though, or that Patry would... God damn it! Well, he's still crying. I guess we won't be able to get anything else out of him while he's like this. Allow me to translate. The patrolling soldiers' arrogance irritated him and Patry greatly. In response, they tried setting traps for them using boxes and drum cans in an effort to drive them away. Naturally, this did not go according to plan, as anyone with half a brain would expect. Machias, what the hell are you doing here? I don't need a dork like you to help me sort this out. I can do it just fine on my own. Of course, I can tell from the tears streaming down your face that you're off to a flying start. Machias, I have no idea how you turned what he said into what you just said, but I'm impressed. Unfortunately for me, I've had to put up with the two of them for a long while now. You pick up some things after a while. I'm fairly sure I know how the rest of the story goes too. When the traps failed to have their intended effect, the soldiers gave chase. As they ran, Cargo and Patry lost sight of one another, which led to their current quandary. Yeah, that's right. We were running from him, but then Patry told me to go on ahead. We were supposed to meet up here, but he still hasn't shown. Patry! And we're back. At least we finally figured out what happened. I wonder if this means that the soldiers ended up capturing her, though. It wouldn't be a surprise with how heavily guarded the capital is. I'd save your concern. Those two always defy expectations. Don't take a word they say at face value. What's that supposed to mean? What is that supposed to mean, Machias? Cargo, we should make a few things clear. You two definitely specified Legrom as the town to meet up in, correct? That's what I said, didn't I? I mean, we were kind of panicking at the time with all the soldiers chasing us and all, but Patry took out a map and pointed right at the part where Legrom is. He said we were meeting at a tiny little place in the boonies where no soldiers would ever even care to find us. Maybe you shouldn't talk about the town like that right in front of all of its residents. Way to show your appreciation. Well, he isn't wrong, technically, and speaking as a resident, I don't find such an apt description offensive. Still, if they were using a map, how could there be any mistake? They're both Erebonians, so it's not like they'd end up in different towns. But that would mean... One more question, Cargo. Were you both on the same side of the map when you were doing this, or were you on the opposite sides facing one another? Yeah, we were facing each other, so what? Have you worked something out, Machias? I think so. When they agreed on the destination, one of them was looking at the map upside down. I doubt she ever even mentioned Legram. She probably just pointed to a part of the map and said here. They probably didn't realize how much of a misunderstanding it would cause. It does sound plausible. Still, if that's the case, then Patri's gone off to an entirely different town. We should look for a town that fits her description and is on the opposite side of the capital from Legram. Good thing we have the Courageous. Okay, I'll have to find Patri. Any objections, Cargo? Did you work something out? What are you wasting your time for then? If you find her, let me know right away. You better, promise. We will. Just stay away from me. You're getting snot everywhere. So opposite of Legram, would that be like Ymir? Well, let's go back to the Courageous, I guess.
Where do you want to go?
We want to go to Ymir, I think, right? Because if you look at it, they're like opposite. It's the only place we can go, right? Unless it's in Nord. That's pretty far too. Let's check out Ymir.
Leave it to me!
Come on, spit it out. Where'd you hide Cargo? I know you did it. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Wait, who's Cargo? Is that Patri? Well, I'm glad we found her, but I can't believe she actually ended up here. Looks like Machias' theory about the map was correct. Yeah, might be a good idea to let him know before we try talking to her. She really was here. Hey, Patri, could you please stop causing problems for strangers? Machias? The hell are you doing here, huh? It's not like I actually care, but it's nice to see your stupid face. I suppose she's acting a bit odd. Oh well. I'm glad to see that you're well too. But seriously, what were you thinking trying to pick a fight with the army? We heard all about what happened. No good can come from worrying people so much, you know? What? Look who's talking. Pardon? You've got no idea how worried Ost was when we heard you were wanted by the army. For all we frickin' knew, you were dead in a gutter somewhere. And then Uncle Carl ended up getting arrested on top of it all. Why do you think we started picking fights in the first place? We were scared. We were pissed off. We were... Whatever. It was better for us to do it than letting some amateurs try their luck. Well, that's what really happened. Sorry, I had no idea that was the case. I'm sorry for worrying you all so much. You should be saying that to everyone back home, not me. Anyway, that idiot Cargo said he was going to meet me here ages ago, but he still hasn't shown up. So, you're going to help me look for him. Speaking of Cargo, I almost forgot. So, she intended for them to meet here, huh? Oh well, no way to know who was in the wrong. Wait, you guys know something? You better not have tied him up somewhere, because if you do... What say we bring him here before she accuses us of anything else? They flew the Courageous to Legram, picked up Cargo, then brought him back to Ymir. Patri! Cargo! Ugh. Ah! The hell you been all this time? I was freaking out like a crazy, you damn pipsqueak. Where the heck was I? Where the heck were you? Ultra headlock time. Just who are these people? Well, they're refugees from Heimdall. I really am sorry for all the trouble she's caused. I know this is a lot to ask, but would it be possible for them to stay in Ymir until the situation improves there? Well, sure, they're not how I pictured people from Heimdall to be, but sure. Wow, check it out. There's a really warm-looking pond over there. Watch it, loser. That's clearly a trap. Ain't no way anyone would put something that nice smack dab in the middle of a town. Wow, you're right. You're so smart, Pattery. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to have a quick word with them so they don't go causing any more trouble. Must be tough being you, Machias. I'd like to think we all had our fair share of challenges this time. Still, I suppose all's well that ends well. Alright, so we completed another one. We've got a bunny watch for that. So we'll take a break here. Next time we'll probably go and start on the required quests, I guess. So as always, thanks for watching. Till next time.